Hello everyone, welcome back to the Java tutorials. These tutorials are brought to you by ZTAP Technologies and Services. In this video, we are going to see the installation of the Eclipse IDE, which we will be using in this tutorial course. So if you just go to Google and search for the best IDE for Java, you will see on the first position is the Eclipse IDE. Which is from the common public license, and on the second is IntelliJ IDE. Then we have NetBeans and BlueJ. So we are going to work with the Eclipse IDE because it is very popular and very useful. So we can just Google Eclipse IDE in order to install it. So this is the first link that we get is from eclipse.org. So you need to follow this link only in order to download it. So you can see this is the whole information that we can get about this Eclipse IDE. We can just directly go onto this download button. Here what do we have is we have this version available with us and these different platforms also. So what we are going to do is just download this Eclipse IDE, and then again you need to click on this download button. So here it will ask you for a location. So this is my location. Let's just click on save. Now its size is 102 MB and it may take few minutes to download depending upon your internet speed. So I will meet you after it's been downloaded completely. Now, as you can see, our Eclipse IDE has been installed. Its executable file has been installed. We can just open it up. And what we can do now is just start the installation process. Okay, so this installation process is pretty simple. All you need to do is follow these steps, simple steps. That's it. Now, once the installer starts, this Eclipse installer will ask you that for what role you want to download your Eclipse IDE or you want to install it. So as you can see, there are these different roles or these different languages for which you can use the Eclipse IDE. There are a variety of languages such as PHP, C, C++ or Java. So since we are going to work with Java, I'm just going with the first option, that is Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Then all these things we are just going to keep as it is. We are not going to change anything. Only just click on this install button. So this will ask you to accept the license agreement. You can just click on accept now, and you can see the installing has begun. So you need to wait for a few seconds till this installation is complete, and once it is complete you will see that this installing button is all filled with green. So what information did we just accepted? It was the folder where the Eclipse IDE will be installed. Also, if you remember, we installed this JDK 15 in one of the previous videos. So Eclipse IDE automatically recognized this version from the folder, and it is just going to work upon that version only, right? Then what do we have is we just want to create a start menu entry and a desktop shortcut. So these are the simple things, and you just need to wait for a few seconds. So let's meet after the installing has been complete. Now you can see the Eclipse has been installed. We can simply just click on this launch button and the Eclipse IDE will be launched. So as you can see, the installation was a pretty simple process. All you need to do was just select which language you want to install Eclipse for, right? Now what we want to do is Eclipse asks us where we want to select our workspace. So it just creates a folder for workspace. And I'm just going to check on this box, which means that this is going to be my default workspace, so that Eclipse does not ask me again and again for selecting a workspace, right? Then what happens is Eclipse IDE, as you can see, it is starting. So again, you need to wait for a few seconds. The reason why we chose Eclipse is pretty simple. It allows us many features with Java that are not provided with other IDEs. So what are these features? You will be able to understand in just a few seconds. Okay, so let's just wait till this Eclipse IDE is started. Right, so now our Eclipse IDE has started. So basically what we can do is we can just perform a variety of operations. But first of all, what we are going to do is create a Java project. So if you want, you can just start creating the Java project from here only, or there is an option of create a hello world application explicitly, which will give you a guided walkthrough to create the hello world program in Java. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to create a new Java project. So let's just create create a new Java project. Then you are supposed to keep a name for your project. So as the first app was given previously, I'm again going to give it a first app. Then there is this Java execution environment. So Java SE14 is what it is going to take. But if you want to use a project specific Java JRE, so that is JDK 15.0.1, this is what we are going to do, right? Then the rest of the things are going to be same. We can just click on next. Then what happens is it shows us that how our project will look like. So first app is the name of the project, and there will be a source folder. So yeah, we are happy with it. We can click on finish. Now here it will ask you for a module name. So you can just make sure to check on this box to generate the comments, and then click on create. So what will happen is the comments will be generated. Now what are these comments? We will learn later on. These are these comments which will tell you something about your module. But right now we don't need this module file. We need to just create a simple Java file, not this module file. So we can just right click on it and delete it and click on OK. So now our Java file has been deleted. That module file has been deleted. We can just create a new file by clicking on this new option. So you can just right click on the source folder. Here we have new option. So I just want to create a new class, right? Now the name of my class I'm supposed to provide. So let us just provide the name as first app. That's going to be the name of my class. It is going to be of public type. If you remember, in the case of the notepad, we provided public class first app. So we don't need to do that here. We can just select public. Then what we need to do is we want to create a main method as well. If you remember, in the notepad code, we provided a main method which was in this form only, right? So this is the advantage of the Eclipse IDE. You can just just tick on this checkbox, and you will be able to get this whole code written for yourself without even having to type anything on your keyboard. Then you can simply click on finish. Then what happens is you can see public class first app and public static void main string args code is auto generated. So this is the advantage of IDE. If you want to just reduce your work, then you need to use an IDE. Your work would be reduced 10 times while using an IDE. Now, in order to just go with the flow, we need first program to be hello world program. So we know that we need to use the system.out.println statement, or the println function. As you can see, we get all the bunch of options or the bunch of methods that are accessible. So we can just select any one of them. So println is the method that I'm going to use, and within the double quotes I'm just going to write hello space world. That's it. So this is my simple hello world program. Just by writing a single piece of code, I'm able to just write it in my Eclipse IDE. Now in order to run it, you can see we have this option that is run first app.java. So you can just click on OK. And then you can see this is the terminal where we are getting the output as hello world. So you do not need to write that Java C. You do not need to just open the command prompt, set the path. Nothing you need to do when you are working with the IDE. So whatever you want, you can just write. If you want to make some changes, I am a Java file. You can just add something. You can make any of the changes like this. And then again, just click on this run button. Click on OK. Or you can just check this box and click on OK. Then what happens is, okay, so whatever message you provide to it, it would be shown on the screen. Right, hello world, I'm a Java file. So that's how the IDE works. That is what is beautiful about the Eclipse IDE. That's all for this video.